Football lovers, bafethu, ngibuyile. Unfortunately, I do not carry good news with me because as much as I've promised you guys ukuthi ngizoza naso nje iscoop sikadilepo, so far, I don't know if maybe they've been told what they should not let out the news or what, angazi. But so far, I've been doing my own research, trying to look to the clips, la abajita bahamba khona. If you have, different clips where you've seen them at the international or Tambo airport, please do let me know, because so far the players that I did find out to were not part of the squad that traveled was Ashley Dupreez. He's not with them. Someone asked me about that. Uti, is he on the preseason trip na ngale Spain? He's not there. And by the way, they arrived safely and they've been there. And yeah, so far today I feel like they were enjoying their days or their rest. So Ashley Dupreez was not there. We have Thabo Qele. Thabo Qele was also not there. Someone also asked me about Thabo Qele. He was not there. He stayed behind. We have Viaken Tware, who also stayed behind. And then last but not least, we do have Kulani Kosa, who's another player that stayed behind. But with Xolani Khosa, I think it is something that we talked about earlier on, which he's going out on a loan. For me, I don't think it's a good idea, but according to the club, it is a good idea. And most of you are saying we should be letting the club do those, minor adjustment to the team, which is fine. I do not have anything against that. I just do not think it's a good idea. But anyways, jumping to Maccabi Lepo Bafethu, so far with what I have gathered or what I do know is the fact that he wanted to leave. Unfortunately, I do not have the confirmation to say, okay, with this information that I do have, it is accurate. But Tiwa Umakawili Lepo wants to leave. It is something that we talked about earlier on, and I told you guys that there's rumors of Lepo wants to leave the club. So right now, with this information, they say he wants to leave, but then he doesn't want to leave with sign on a different club. He wants to leave with a contract termination. I don't know if uzmisele or penalties and all of that, but he wants his contract terminated so that he can be able to leave. It doesn't make any sense. I know it doesn't make any sense, but then we did see what he did or how he acted during that time when he said he was leaving, goodbye and all of that. Some were saying he was just showing off because he was leaving, going back home to enjoy stays, but so far the problem is I do not have confirmation, guys. So I feel like talking about this story is useless until we get the proper confirmation of everything. So my trusted source, at least don't disappoint you today. He said in an hour la bella, or 2 hours and what not. But it's something that all usually happens. So I'm not way too distracted about that. I'm sorry. I should have not revealed the fact that I'm expecting news in terms of Maccabi Lepo. But then we do jump to Unkanyeso Shinga. Now, I will tell you straight ukuthi Unkanyeso Shinga is another player like Thabo Qele who is not happy at Naturena and he wants to leave. So chances are he might be let go of on a loan or something. I'm not sure, but he's just another player who's shown signs of he's not happy at Naturena and he wants to leave the club. So yeah, so far these are the news, these are the updates that I do have for you in terms of the players. And then we look at other players like Augustin Sereno. We have spoken about them. He's not with the club so far. He's been busy doing dance challenges with his wife, which I do not blame him, because at the end of the day he needs to wait for the call that might come and might not come. So depending on the whole situation, if Kaizer just they decide no, they are bringing him in, then Tata. So far these are the players that I do have that have not traveled. I'm still not sure about the rest of them, but so far these ones they did not make it. I do have Wandile Duba, then Bonile and Bahambile, on Kosempile Ngobo, he has left. Obviously Brendan Peterson was the one doing a video saying we are going for preseason. We have Flavio Silva, we have all those other players that have managed to leave, but some of them they haven't. And by the way, a Pinta have welcomed the boys for this day. Obviously, we did talk about it. They will be here for probably 10 days, starting from now, and then later on they are expected to be back. And then so far back here at home, I know there's people who are busy with preparations, making sure they're trying to get at least the players that we do need to bring to the club, players like Olanga, because remember earlier on we've spoken about HD Dupree's agreeing personal terms with Stellenbosch. No, he feels he's now ready to go back to Stellenbosch FC, even though he did not want to leave initially. He just wanted to stay with the club and try to prove his worth. So maybe things do not go according to the plan when it comes to the training in the field of the training grounds Lapana in Ashurana village with the new coach and all of that. But despite everything, guys, I know I've said I'm not happy with how Kaizer Chiefs is doing business currently, but at the end of the day, I do feel like they are doing something that is good. Why? Well, first of all, we are no longer nursing players. We are not no longer looking at a player and saying, okay, when I so keep Shalenati just because you are injured and all of that. Now we can be able to let go of a player, Look at Josh Matlow. I'm not sure if he was fully ready and fit, but we did let go of him despite the contract coming to an end. But then back then, we will not let go of any players. We will let the player remain. Remember, Josh Matlow to Mr. Long and Short, he became injured for the longest of times, and Kaizer Chiefs said, we are not going anywhere. You're gonna be treated, you're gonna be fine until Uzubekre and Kanege, maybe Sizogega. There's a lot of players that I can make an example with, but so far, let's just leave it at that, with players that we do know of as much. So hopefully we're fit too with the preseason and the system that they're trying to implement. It's going to work very well for us, because remember, as I've said earlier on, Coach Fernando, Coach Nazlin Nabi, they are two, one and the same thing. He believes in a smaller, manageable squad, same as Coach Nazlin Nabi. So I won't be surprised to see players being let go of. So, Joe Mangshilo, Kanyeso Shinga, okay, no, Ashley Dupree's, Tabocelo, Fiakentwari, those players have stayed behind just because why? Well, I'm a contract trouble, and the future plans of the club doesn't seem like it includes them. With Utabokele, people I'm hearing they're starting to be negative around him on the media, saying, hey, Utabokele performance was questionable, nan. You guys forget Utunduna, when he arrived here, he was performing very highly, better than everyone else at the club. And I don't know why people right now turning against Utabakele, but I do understand, the thing that goes with the fact that this is the club and this is a player, so the player can leave, the club will remain, you understand? So maybe people are using that or as emotions for that, but don't get it twisted or don't get it wrong. Bafethu Tabakele is an incredible player. As much as I was happy for us to be able to sign him back then, I'm still saying he's an incredible player. It doesn't make sense why Kaizer Chiefs are busy looking at other signings in terms of the central midfield. Oxum Teto, I'm not sure about him, if he did travel with the rest of the squad, but if Nambonide, please let us know down in the comment section below. But for now, let's just leave this thing here, and then when we have all the information, I know there are some people who are going to say, but QP, as much as we love you, you're bringing us old news. You see, it's not confirmed yet. I'm not going to give you news that is not confirmed. If it's not confirmed, it's not confirmed. When it's confirmed, I will be able to come here and give you the confirmed news. But this is it for now. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully Abachita, they can start playing very, very well. I don't know if they will be broadcasting the games. I know people are asking me that, but hopefully if they are, then as always, go on Alabama YouTube channel. If not, then yeah, we're just gonna have to scrap through some footages that we will find and then spawn and but I will try to do my live streams whenever they are playing. Peace.